Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and today we are in Orlando, Florida. We're gonna visit Disney's Magic Kingdom. This park was Walt Disney's dream and pretty much put Orlando on the map about 50 years ago. And speaking of that 50-year anniversary, you can see there's some construction going on here. Nothing too heavy like at Epcot Park, but there is some refurbishing going on here, especially around the castle, and you can see here at the entrance as well. They're really gearing up at all their theme parks for the 50th anniversary celebration, which is going to begin this fall. Disney World's Magic Kingdom is accessible via monorail transportation, resort bus service, ferry boat service, watercraft service, or walking path. And when I say walking path, there are one or two hotels that are very close to this park, and you can actually walk to the park. The Skyliner does not access Magic Kingdom yet, but we'll see what happens in the future. I have my Magic Band on, which pretty much gives me access to everything in this park that I paid for. You can now also access the park with your Apple Watch if you have one. That's pretty nifty. Currently, reservations are required to enter the park. You have to take care of that while you're home, and all that information again is downloaded to your either your Magic Band or your Apple Watch or a physical ticket that you might have. This entrance tunnel is temporarily roped off just for a moment because on the other side of the tunnel you'll find Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck and a whole cast of characters walking by, and those characters, by the way, are protected like the Secret Service here in this park. And here we have a rope drop, and we're allowed to enter. By the way, rope drop is a term used for theme parks at the very beginning when they first open in the morning. Lots of people get to the park before it actually opens and wait for that rope to drop so they can get to their attraction or ride as soon as possible with no lines. And yes, it's an actual rope. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, and full disclosure, I've never been here before. I've never been to any of the Disney theme parks. This is my first time, obviously, at Magical Kingdom. I'm sure I'm going to make a few mistakes during my commentary. Please don't kill me, but feel free to correct me in the comments below as long as you correct me politely. People who leave mean comments will be introduced to Pluto, who I understand is half Rottweiler and half Pitbull. I'll make the first correction myself. I keep calling this place Magical Kingdom. It's Magic Kingdom. Alrighty, so making these vlogs is 90% fun and 10% work, so hi-ho, it's off to work I go. Okay, so as with my other Orlando theme park videos, we're going to start off with this Magic Kingdom one by just simply walking through the entire park. The Magic Kingdom is divided into 6 areas, or 6 themes if you will. The one we're going through now is called Main Street. It takes you to the Princess Castle. Some other areas in this park include Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. Today we're just going to do a walkthrough through the Magic Kingdom. We're going to visit all these areas but not stop into the restaurants and shops and stuff. That's going to be for future videos. This video is going to be long enough just walking through the entire theme park and giving you and myself, again this is my first time, a idea of how large and how beautiful this park is. As I mentioned, right now we're on Main Street, which is I guess the main street when you first walk in. It contains City Hall, which is a guest relations, information, and lost and found area. Some of the places to visit while you're walking down Main Street include Harmony Barbershop. That's right, you can get your haircut in a Disney theme park. You have the Emporium, which is a huge souvenir shop on the left-hand side. Where we walked in, on the right-hand side was Town Square Theater and Tony's Town Square Restaurant. Another restaurant, the Chapeau, is here on the right as well as Main Street Confectionery, a candy store. On the left-hand side is Disney Clothiers. Of course, you can get all your Disney t-shirts and clothes there. And on the right is Crystal Arts, a jewelry store. Also on the right, you'll run into Main Street Bakery, and a little further up, the Plaza Restaurant. And on the left-hand side, one of the more famous restaurants here in Magic Kingdom, Casey's Corner. The area we're heading into now is called the Plaza, and like most theme parks, Magic Kingdom is shaped like a wheel, with the plaza being the hub, so you can get to pretty much any area. Like I said, Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Liberty Square, and including Main Street, which we just walked down, from this plaza or this hub. The tracks you see going through the park here actually belong to Amtrak. It's for the Boston to Miami Express. The train comes through at 80 miles an hour, injuring and killing lots of people every day, including Disney characters. But when the park was built, there was some kind of easement agreement between Walt Disney and Amtrak, so, well, there you go. I'm sorry, correction number 2. The tracks are actually for Disney Parade floats, which we'll see several during the course of this video. And if you make a left over here, you'll come across the Crystal Palace, which Disney describes as a buffet with character. Looking straight ahead at 12 o'clock, you see that iconic, beautiful palace or castle. Right behind it is Fantasyland with Frontierland, Liberty Square, and Adventureland all falling to the left-hand side of us, and Tomorrowland on the right-hand side of us. Another iconic thing here in the plaza include this monument to Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. Photo opportunity! Over the past year, the castle has gone through major renovations, including a new paint job and a new colored roof. And as we get closer, you'll see that they drained the moat to, paint it, and also there's a lot of work being done on the stage area, all in preparation for that 50th anniversary coming up this fall. Now, I've been to a lot of theme parks in my day, and one thing I notice about theme parks is things seem to look better the further away you are from them. A Disney park, however, is quite the opposite. It seems the closer you get to something, the more detail you see and the more beauty you see in that object. This castle is simply stunning, all the way back from where we walked in to right now standing at its foundation. As we walk through this arch of the castle, we'll start entering Fantasyland, but while we're here, check out these beautiful mosaics inside this arch. All of these arches tell in beautiful art different scenes from the Cinderella story. After all, this is her house. And again, these are mosaics or tiles, if you will. These walls are not simply painted. Right here is the entrance to Cinderella's royal table, and also within or right next to this beautiful castle is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and Sir Mickey's, another shop. And now, my friends, we enter Fantasyland, as if this entire place isn't Fantasyland. Straight ahead is Prince Charming Regal Carousel. To the right we have that shop Sir Mickey's that I mentioned a little while ago, as well as the Princess Fairy Tale Hall. And to the left we have Mickey's PhilharMagic, which is a 3D show, as well as Fantasy Fair. Some other attractions here in Fantasyland include Peter Pan's Flight, It's a Small World, Under the Sea, Journey of Little Mermaid, The Barstormer, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Mad Tea Party, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This Prince Charming Regal Carousel is really a standout. There's a couple carousels that I've seen in my life that I really like. One is right here in my home neighborhood, actually two of them. One is at the Jersey Shore. There used to be one at Seaside Heights. It was a beautiful carousel. I believe it's been dismantled and sold off in pieces. The other one in New Jersey is the Great Adventure Six Flags Carousel, which is simply beautiful. It's all white. It's got beautiful colors and lots of lights. And the other one was in New Orleans. It was the Audubon Zoo in New Orleans. It's got all endangered animals that you can sit on. It was really nice. All those videos, by the way, are available here on the New York channel. As we head down this avenue, this part of Fantasyland, there's a lot of attractions down here, including Peter Pan's Flight and It's a Small World. And when I break this park down into its sections, I will visit all these attractions and actually go on some of the rides, and I'll take you guys along with me, so stay tuned for those. Now, when we entered Fantasyland by the carousel, we made a left, and we left behind about 1/3 of Fantasyland, which we're going to revisit later in this video. But to keep the continuity going, we're leaving Fantasyland right now and heading into Liberty Square. Liberty Square here in the Magic Kingdom celebrates Americana. Some of the attractions include the Hall of Presidents, Liberty Square Riverboat, and the Haunted Mansion. As you can see here, apparently adults like to bring their children to Disney World. I don't know why, but there's strollers everywhere. Places to dine include Liberty Tree Tavern, Liberty Square Market, and Sleepy Hollow. And if you're looking to do some shopping, there's Ye Old Christmas Shop and Memento Mori. This is the Haunted Mansion, and it's here in Liberty Square. I'm not sure why, but I guess nothing says Americana more than a good old haunted house. I hopped right on the ride because, well, there was no wait whatsoever. It was pretty much a walk-on. I did take some video inside. I actually videotaped the whole experience, but it was really dark, so I haven't looked at it yet. I don't know what that video looks like, but if it's any good, you'll see it on the Liberty Square video when I break this area out. And when my ride was over and I left the Haunted Mansion, as you can see, the line is beginning to form. As we head further into Liberty Square, we have Memento Mori on the left-hand side and Columbia Harbor House coming up straight ahead. Liberty Square looks pretty authentic, but if you want to see the real thing, you've got to head to Philadelphia. Philly is just a stone throw from the New York area, and I'm hoping to get there this summer and make a couple videos over there. It's a historic and beautiful town with lots of great places to eat. There's also lots of shopping in Philly, and did I mention cheesesteaks? Where was I? Oh yeah, back to Liberty Square here at the Magic Kingdom in Orlando. Coming up here is the Liberty Square Riverboat, which goes around a canal, or a river as Disney would call it. That goes around Tom Sawyer Island. Now, I went on the riverboat, and I also visited Tom Sawyer Island, which you have to visit by boat. It really is an island. Those will be, of course, featured in the Liberty Square video. This is the Hall of Presidents here at Liberty Square, and here you can behold all 44 presidents of the United States in a stirring show tracing the nation's history. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. Coming up on the left here is the Liberty Square ticket office, as well as Sleepy Hollow refreshments. And on the right-hand side, we have a couple shops. There's a cart coming up that's the Liberty Square Parasol cart, as well as the Liberty Square Portrait Gallery and Ye Old Christmas shops, all on the right-hand side here. Well, now we're heading back, so Ye Old Christmas shop is on the left. Whatever. Shade. It's starting to get hot out here, but there's always a shop or a restaurant or attraction you can stop into because most of them are air-conditioned. Another thing about the Orlando weather is chances are no matter how beautiful your day is going and the weather is, it's going to rain a little bit, at least a little bit. Now you can pick up a disposable poncho here for like $15 and a collapsible umbrella for like $20 or $25. Or you can pick them both up at home at a CVS or local Walgreens, and they're both perfectly TSA acceptable. I, of course, purchased a collapsible umbrella and a disposable poncho back home and left them on my bed while I was packing. And by the way, that disposable poncho isn't that disposable. It's disposable after you're done with your trip. You could obviously wear it for a few days if you need it. And it comes in really handy on some of these water rides as well. And we're back at the Liberty Square Riverboat launch area, and the boat's actually called the Liberty Belle, and it's not really a steamboat, it's a paddle boat, but I believe it's probably powered by diesel or gas. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's steam. But when I do show you the video, when we look at Liberty Square more in detail, I'll show you the engine room, and perhaps you can tell me. Is it steam? Is it diesel? Is it gas? Who knows? Does anyone care? Just get me around that island. Rolling on the river. The Liberty Bell with the Haunted Mansion in the background. By the way, did I mention how clean Disney parks are? Well, they're really clean. Look at all this white. It's not easy keeping all this white stuff white during the course of the day with this much foot traffic. Shortly we'll be leaving Liberty Square and heading into Adventureland, but no worries, we'll be back to Liberty Square and make a video that's much more detailed. On the left here is Liberty Tree Tavern, as well as the Diamond Horseshoe, two more restaurants here at Liberty Square. Alrighty, time to check out Frontierland here at Magic Kingdom at Disney World in Orlando. So alrighty, here we are in Frontierland at Magic Kingdom, and some of the attractions include Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Tom Sawyer Island, and Country Bear Jamboree. Just so you know, if we made a hard left out of Liberty Square, we would have ended up in Adventureland, but we're going to check out Frontierland first, which was on the right-hand side. Lots of places to go shopping here in Frontierland, and some of the places to eat include Pico Bill's Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, as well as Westward Ho. I have a great Westward Ho joke, not suitable for the New York channel, however. I did go on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad while I visited Frontierland, and that'll be coming up in that Frontierland breakout video that'll be coming up shortly, but let me give you just a little taste of that one. Yep, lots more exciting video coming to you from all these breakout videos from the Disney and Universal parks coming up shortly on the New York channel. And this is Splash Mountain, also located in Frontierland. Enjoy a thrilling log flume ride through a whimsical world of classic characters. By the way, you're gonna get real wet. And as we say goodbye to Frontierland partners, we start heading into Adventureland. Adventureland, my friends, is home to the attractions Swiss Family Treehouse, the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, Jungle Cruise, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, and the Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean. I'm never sure which one it is. Speaking of the Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, when I came back to Adventureland to do an in-depth video, I met Jack Sparrow. This guy was so spot on, you'd swear it was Johnny Depp. By the way, while I have the opportunity, just a shout out to Tim Tracker, Molly from All Ears, and Prince Charming, These guys really taught me a lot about the Orlando parks. I plan on coming back again, but these are the experts here in Orlando. They taught me so much, and I really appreciate everything they do as creators here on YouTube. We just passed Pirates of the Caribbean, and we're passing Jungle Cruise now, which is a cruise that I took on the upcoming video. And we're coming upon Swiss Family Treehouse on the right-hand side. This here around these parts is known as the Fantastic Five. They include Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Pluto, Goofy, and Donald Duck. If you spot one of them in this video, I'm not going to say which one, but if you spot one of them, leave a comment in the comment section below as far as the timestamp where you spotted them, and you'll get a shout out in an upcoming video. On the right is the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Dole Whip is favored by so many Disney fans. It's a treat that everyone raves about. It's kind of like a soft serve ice cream, only it's pineapple. It does come in other flavors like lemon or lime, I think. And it also comes in floats if you want a Dole Whip float. But I decided I needed to try a Dole Whip and see what all this excitement is about. I decided to get the traditional pineapple Dole Whip in a cup, and I found it to be more like a sherbet than a soft serve. Why does my hand look like a lobster claw in this shot? Anyway, quite honestly, I don't know what all the excitement is about. It tasted okay, but it actually tasted a little artificial with regards to that pineapple. Regardless, I'll be trying lots more food here at the Orlando parks. Now, while you can eat anywhere inside the Magic Kingdom, there's restaurants and shops everywhere. I think outside of Main Street, Adventureland has the most shops and restaurants. By the way, I did go on the Jungle Cruise ride, as I said, and I had a great time. It's kind of a corny ride. There's animatronic animals and it's fake rivers, obviously. But what makes this ride are the boat drivers. They're very humorous, and I had a great driver. So you're going to find that out when we do the Adventureland video separately. So we kind of went in a semicircle here. We started out on Main Street, we went up to Fantasyland, we made a left, we went through Liberty Square, Frontierland, and Adventureland. And now we're heading back to the plaza here at Magic Kingdom, or the hub of this huge wheel. We're going to catch the rest of Fantasyland and check out Tomorrowland. And here we are coming back up to the plaza. And here we have a Disney princess. I'm not too good on Disney princesses, so if you know who she is, please leave a comment below. And as we enter the area of Fantasyland that we didn't see before, we're going to check out Be Our Guest Restaurant, Gaston's Tavern, Storybook Treats, and the Friar's Nook. By the way, I had a all-beef hot dog with cheese fries at the Friar's Nook. I didn't have to wait at all. We're also going to walk past the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and head into a section of Fantasyland in this Magic Kingdom park that's really made for the little ones, for tots, or the little ones at heart. And at this point, I think it's a good idea, just for the sake of this video, just for a little bit, to turn down the commentary, so I'm going to shut up and turn down the background music and just give you guys the sights and sounds of the Magic Kingdom here in Fantasyland.
Yeah, because there's no...
For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to take
And again, this is my first time here at the Magic Kingdom, and I don't know that much about it. I'm trying to learn as quickly as possible, but I have a feeling this is one of the older areas of the park. I can tell by the concrete and the buildings and structures around here. Lots of snack carts here on the left. I wouldn't call them food carts, but they're definitely snack carts. I believe the line on the right is for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, a ride that I believe is about 8 or 9 miles ahead. Okay, I just saw the train go by also, so maybe I exaggerated a little bit. I'm pretty sure on the left here we have the Mad Tea Party, or teacups as we used to call it when we were kids. And as we make a left here, we're going to be leaving Fantasyland and heading into Tomorrowland. And here we are at Tomorrowland, the last of our lands or themed areas, if you will, here at the Magic Kingdom. On the right here we have Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe, and some other places for dining here in Tomorrowland include Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies, Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company, The Launching Pad, as well as Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant. Looking ahead, or overhead I should say, is the People Mover. It's kind of like a overhead railroad track here at Tomorrowland, and it's been closed for a while, but there's a lot of activity. It's been running empty all day, and I have a feeling by the time this video airs, it will be carrying passengers once again. People Mover is only one of several attractions here at Tomorrowland. Other ones include Tomorrowland Speedway, Space Mountain, Astro Orbiter, Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover, which we've already discussed, Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, as well as Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. And up ahead you'll see the People Mover again. Actually, no matter where you turn, the People Mover is pretty much overhead with those empty cars going back and forth. And there's lots of carts around here at Tomorrowland. I don't know what's more popular, the cold drinks or the bubble makers. Seems like the kids really like those bubble makers. I think I inhaled about a gallon of bubble solution during my visit here today. Directly over us is the People Mover again, and to the right is the Astro Orbiter. These guys in white are all over the park making drawings with a wet sponge on a stick. Pretty talented. Coming up here is a rather large stage here at Tomorrowland, and not much going on right now, but knowing Disney, they put on some pretty good shows here on this stage. And coming up on the left, this round building is the Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Travel through the 20th century to see how technology has improved our way of life. Now, I went on this Carousel of Progress, and you'll see it in the Tomorrowland video, the breakout video from this theme park. And the ironic part of it is the Carousel of Progress broke down while we were on it. You cannot leave the ride once you're on it, and we saw the same scene several times over and over and over again. That's progress for you folks. As I walk around Tomorrowland, I begin to notice this isn't very futuristic at all. I think when the park was built, this was probably very futuristic and looking into the future, therefore it was called Tomorrowland, but today, it seems like yesterday, if that makes any sense. Most theme parks around the country, Disney included, have sponsors for different areas of the park. I think this Tomorrowland area could use a sponsor like Apple or Amazon or Google or something like that. Some futuristic thinking company, forward thinking company that could take the bull by the horns here and really make this place futuristic. Actually, I, Jeff from New York, have some great ideas for this Tomorrowland area, and all Disney has to do is get in touch with me. I'd be more than happy to share my ideas with Disney, contingent on the fact that they'd have to change the name from Tomorrowland to New York. I can just see the tour guides now. Okay, people, we're walking down Main Street, USA. Then we're gonna head to Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Fantasyland, and then end up at New York. Sounds good to me. Some of the shopping here at Tomorrowland includes Star Traders and Tomorrowland Light and Power Company. And as we leave Tomorrowland over this bridge, we know we're heading in the right direction because there's that beautiful castle. We're heading towards that hub again on Main Street. And here we are again, back at the plaza right by the castle. So many photo opportunities right around here. And up ahead on the right, that yellow building is Casey's Corner. Currently closed, but hopefully it'll be opening up shortly. Great place to eat. And on the left-hand side is the Plaza Restaurant, another restaurant here on the plaza. And just as we're getting ready to head towards the door here, I hear a procession coming up from behind us. Let's wait and check it out. I think what we're going to see here is Prince Charming on horseback, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh, Aladdin, and Mary Poppins, and bringing up the rear will be Tigger, one of my personal favorites. Oh my goodness, I hope that Amtrak Boston to Miami Express doesn't come through here right now at 80 miles an hour. That would be disastrous.
Hello, dear friend. You look like a diamond
there's the Disney Secret Service I was talking about earlier in the video. Don't mess with them. If you approach any of these characters, they'll take you out in a heartbeat. And well, that's pretty much it, folks, for the Magic Kingdom, or as I still call it, the Magical Kingdom. Was it my favorite Disney park? I really don't know at this point. I'm going to visit a couple more parks while I'm here in Orlando, and I'll let you know which one was my favorite when I find my favorite. But until then, again, I'm going to break these theme parks down into different areas, so make sure you check all the Orlando videos coming out shortly here on the New York channel. Okay, people, let's go. We're moving towards the exit. We're walking, we're walking, we're walking. Come on, not much to see here. What's that smell? Where'd that horse go? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.